So as promised, I'm going to give my best Dear Santa wish list for 2019. These are items that I could only hope for, but I know I won't receive, and it's all right because it's the thought that counts. But if anybody needs some help out there or guidance of what yours truly really, really wants, I'm going to help you right now. The first thing is, I would love some support beams in this house. I know, it sounds stupid, but we had some work done this wonderful, around 4th of July. And let me tell you, we had lots of work done. They put in a new water heater, but then they decided to fool around and bust on the chimney, which only created more problems. Because then I got these lines going around my bedroom, and I worry every day I walk in this room and I was like, please let me not fall through the floor. Kid you not. But there's a reason I say that. They say the chimney wasn't boarded up right, but they say they did it. Now, do I know if they did it or not? No, because I ain't going to get on a ladder and go up there and look at the, roof and see if the chimney was done right, because I don't know what to look for. But they say they fixed it, so we just got to take it at their own word. But it looks also like in the front of the house, they didn't put the little part on the right, because there's no second floor to this house. I wish there was, but no, there is not. It's just, an attic up there. But it doesn't look like they put that little thing right back in the house. But anyway, support beams in this house because when they did fix the porch, they decided that they needed to put a new support beam in. Well, guess what? One beam isn't going to hold up a whole house, if you know what I'm saying. So they really needed to put support beams all the way around the house, but they didn't. And I can't seem to talk to my grandpa about this. When I do, it's like one ear out the other. I would love a lawnmower that can handle my temper. And by that I mean the wheel falls off, and I just keep on going, or I try to. God bless old Sal, I call it Sal because, it's like an old cow, you just hope and pray that it keeps working a little longer. And that thing, it doesn't want to work. It really doesn't. It has its own issues. But Grandpa, God bless him, has put that wheel on more times than Carter's got liver pills. Another thing I would love to have is a new vacuum. Now, I know a couple of years ago we got this vacuum, but it wants to eat its own cord. And we had the Kirby people here doing a demonstration, and what I wouldn't give for a Kirby. Just saying. But, no, just anything is better than Black & Decker. You know what I'm saying? Well, then the next thing on my good old wish list would be a soda stream. So I wouldn't have to worry about, does B&D have sparkling water? Just, have my water at a moment's notice. Another thing I'd love to have is an Instapot. I'm learning how to cook, and I love the crock pot that I have, no joke. But I would love to have something that you just put it in and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, it's done. Love to have that. I see this Blue Diamond on TV. Not only the pan, they have this new thing called the grill, and I get excited every time I see it. Because I'm like, ooh, if it can do that, I bet it can, do a whole meal right on that grill, and the fat and all that would just fall right off it. Looks great. Of course, I know they make these things look great to sell it, but still, it's my wish list. And I can wish, right? Well, while I'm wishing for things, I'd like to have a light fixed on the garage, on the pole, so it would light up when I take the trash out by the alley. Also, our night light went out over the garage. I'd love to have that fixed. So there's some easy wishes, if you would. Someone who's not scared of ladders or heights and young enough to get up there and fix it. And able-bodied, too. Well, that's just some of my wishes. And I know probably along the way I've said other ones on my YouTube channel, but that's up to you to watch every video and figure out what I said and what I wanted. But dear old Saint Nick, I know you got others to worry about that's more important than me, and that's okay. The main thing is that, you're thought of this holiday season. That somebody takes time out of their busy schedule to get you something that shows they care. And that's what matters most. And this next song that I picked out is a song about a sleigh ride. Never been on one of those. Love horses. but never been on one of those. So maybe I'll make that on my wish list too. Here we go with Sleigh Ride. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. My voice is wanting to go, so I know it's not the best, but closer to Christmas, I've got to get my costume dry cleaned so I can come back and show you all that I got some sort of spirit, even if I have zero spirit. But my middle niece, Mackenzie's coming up here Saturday to help me fix the tree issue. I learned at Goodwill tonight that if you put tin foil around the bottom of the tree, supposedly the cat won't go near the tree. Now, I'm game to find this out because A, it's not something that the cat can eat, hopefully, and injure himself. But B, because if it makes him avoid the tree, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? Seems like our little tree has been fair game. I thought of something while I was singing this song. I would love to have one of those video cam doorbells where you can see who's coming to your door. I think that would be awesome. I also would like to, there's a new computer would, just be grand, but I ain't gonna wish for a Surface even though I need one. You know what I'm saying? I've learned just be grateful what you get. But Santa, if you're listening, I haven't forgot you either. See, I have this MP3 player. It may not be that modern, but I got it a long time ago and meant to give it as a gift. It didn't work out that way. I also got you a smartwatch. Yeah, meant to give that as a gift, but it didn't work out that way either. So, it's not like I'm not thinking about you, Santa. And I got a few odds and ends, too, just in case you decide to show up. But, I hope you do. I'm not holding my breath. But if you can supply me with any of those off of my wish list, I'd be forever grateful. I wanted to share some really good news, and I think I know why Grandpa's been a bit of a Grinch, if you will. I think that he used some of this Christmas money, but anyway, Grandma's deal is all paid in full. And that's wonderful, yes, but at the same time, it's made him really, really grinchy. So I'm working on a very small budget to do Christmas this year. And it doesn't really feel like Christmas, but I know it's the thought that counts, not so much what you give, right? So I'm trying to do odds and ends the best that I can do and just pray for the best. I know that, I try to go the extra mile, even for friends. And I don't expect anything in return. I really don't. I just hope that it gives them a little bit of happiness and spirit, if only for a few minutes. I always make sure that we get a few treats for the kids next door, because I remember being a kid. I know what it's like when Christmas time hits, and you get that unexpected, oh my goodness, and then you open it up and it's like, wow, they thought that much of me to get me a gift? That's so cool, and you're so grateful, and you're so thankful that they took time out of their schedule to think of you. And then my friends, I do have, Wanda, that after I read my books, what I do, I get them in a bag and I give them to her, and then she passes them on after she reads it. So it's like a never-ending cycle, and those books turn into like a library situation where they always get, read. And my magazines, I try to take pictures and jokes out of those and take pictures so I can share it with you all. And then after I do that, I give them to my work mom, and she then, after she reads them, she gives them to the people in her apartment building so they have something to read. So it always passes it on. And for those people that I think of this year, I am going to get them a little gift. It may not be that much, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. And more than anything, all jokes aside, all wish lists aside, it's the thought that counts. So remember that going forward. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be something small. Just make sure that everyone that is in your life knows that they matter. That's all I wish for this holiday season. And don't worry, I'll be back probably before you can click your fingers to be with you to sing either a holiday song or talk my fool head off once again. Oh, before I go, I don't know if I said it in the last video or not because I've tried to shoot, reshoot. This is my old Marilyn Monroe necklace. Y'all may remember that from a few costumes ago. Yeah, I kept it. It still fits. I'm going to go work out now. I've loved spending time with you as always. Happy holiday season.